The town of Bellwater had a rule no one remembered agreeing to. Every apology had to be written down. At the center of town stood a narrow building with a blue door and no sign. Inside were shelves upon shelves of notebooks, thin ones, thick ones, some swollen from tears. This was the registry of apologies. If you said sorry aloud, it didn't count. You had to come here, sit at one of the small desks, and write what you regretted. Only then would the weight ease, just a little. Most people came once or twice in their lives. Mara came every week. She worked at the ferry docks, tying ropes and watching people leave. Bellwater for places with no rules about apologies. Each Friday evening, she washed her hands, walked to the registry, and asked for a fresh notebook page. She wrote apologies for small things, snapping at a customer, forgetting to water her neighbor's plants, thinking unkind thoughts she never spoke. The clerk never judged. He only stamped the date and slid the page into the shelves. One night, while returning her pen, Mara noticed a notebook tucked behind the desk. It had no label. Curious, she opened it. Inside were apologies written in her own handwriting, but she didn't remember writing them. I'm sorry I didn't leave when I had the chance. I'm sorry I stayed quiet. I'm sorry I let the days decide for me. Her chest tightened. These weren't apologies for past mistakes. They were apologies for futures that hadn't happened. The clerk watched her carefully. Some people apologize in advance, he said. They sense what they might lose. Can I take it? Mara asked. He shook his head. You can only take an apology once it's no longer true. That night, Mara didn't sleep. She thought of the ferry she tied every day, of the empty seats, of the water stretching outward. In the morning, she didn't go to work. She packed a small bag and walked to the docks as a passenger for the first time. Before boarding, she stopped by the registry. She asked for the unlabeled notebook. The clerk checked the shelves, then smiled softly. It's gone, he said. Looks like you no longer need it. Mara boarded the ferry without writing anything at all. As Bellwater shrank behind her, the town felt lighter, not because she had apologized enough, but because she had finally chosen something she didn't need to be sorry for. And in the registry, one shelf quietly made space for someone else.